Hi, friends. This is Antonio Alanis, and I just wanted to wish you all a happy new year. Happy 2026. I wish that this year goes amazing. And I also wanted to say that I want to document my story when I decided to become a writer and an illustrator. Thus, my first children's picture book that you see here. And I want to talk about a few things that I wish I would have known before writing this picture book that you see. And today, I want to talk about one thing that I've been thinking a lot lately as someone who majored in Spanish and someone who never really thought that I was going to be able to use my degree directly in such a way that I was able to do when I wrote my first children's picture book. So, something that I always remember growing up and even after graduating from college and during in college, when I decided to declare my major in Spanish, one of the first things that people said to me was, "What are you going to do with that?" And over the years, I wanted to continue doing something, pursue something that I know and knew that was very deep in my heart. I wanted to pursue the humanities, regardless of the things that people said, that the typical things that we may hear, the typical things that I heard back then were things like, that doesn't pay enough, that is not a career, or people are not hiring for that. And I wanted to pursue something that was close to my heart and fulfilled a need that I had back then. And I'm happy to say that after a few years graduating from college, I was able to use my degree fully. Someone who majored in Spanish was able to craft a story that I was able to essentially not replicate, but really think about all the stories that I had learned about while I was in college, and all the stories that I had learned about when I was in high school, and all the beautiful stories that I had heard growing up. And it's curious how the mind works, but I don't know what the science is behind all of this, but I think that the more exposed I was to these kinds of stories and storytelling and traditions, I was able to think a lot about what kind of thing I wanted to tell. And essentially, this is the product that you see here, Clarita, Margaret's North. So there was a lot of technical thought that went behind writing the book, such as how do I tell a story in 3 acts? How do I tell a story that is personal? How do I tell a story that signals something that I really want to expand on? And this is really Clarita. Clarita is the product that I was able to create. So, in this series, I want to explore things that I wish I would have known that I was not really aware about when writing the book or illustrating the book. And that is that I was going to really use my degree fully in a way that I I know best. So really, it's amazing that I was able to, in a way, think about the very negative storytelling that I had heard about when declaring my major, and I feel very proud or of fulfilling a story that I was able to declare a major that really allowed me to do something and create this product. So, to that little boy, to that college student, I want to say, don't listen to anyone. Listen to yourself. Even if you don't use your degree on a day to day basis, you will speak and learn to polish your Spanish language and create a story that captures your family story, your community story, everyone's story of migration. And that will allow you to continue to feel seen, valued, and uplifted. So, wanted to share that with all of you today, a little bit of just inspiration. And again, Thank you all for your support, and also wish you all an amazing, happy New Year 2026. So, let me know if this has ever resonated with you, if you have ever declared a major where people told you that that's nothing, or that you're not going to pay the bills with that, or that you're not going to find a job. And I would love to hear your stories with that. So, again, if you're new, my name is Antonio Alaniz, and I recently published my first children's picture book called Clarita Migrates North. And I published this in August of 2025. So it's a few months old. And I've been documenting my journey when illustrating and writing my children's picture book. But of course, I took a break after the holidays, and now that everything is coming back, the new year is here. I wanted to share my story again with all of you. So, again, if this is something that resonates with you, let me know, and I'll be happy to continue the conversation. Until next time.